But yeah, it's unfocused, I think. I think the Ranger class is unfocused. More so than probably any of the other classes. Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and I'm having fun talking about D&D, so we're gonna keep doing that. Rogues. Let's talk about them. That's what we were talking about last. Because, I was saying, I think rogues might be a little overpowered. Like, this could just be wrong entirely, but they, in 5th edition, they are very hard to hit. They get a decent amount of HP, and they deal a lot of damage with sneak attack. Sneak attack is a hell of a lot easier to proc in 5th edition than it is in Pathfinder, at least. Okay, I'm gonna back up and hope that y'all come at me in a way that I can handle. Let me run back in here. I'm gonna see how much I can split you guys off from each other. I forget where I'm going. Okay, dying. That's where I'm going. Trap myself in a corner. Good. All right. Glad we established that. Anywho. Rogues. Yeah, they have a lot of damage, and they are... they're hard to hit. They have a lot of damage. They have decent health. They're really good outside of combat, too. And, yeah, it's kind of hard to justify not playing a rogue. Like, I feel like you could have a whole party of rogues. Like, the only downside I can think of to being a rogue is that you don't have a whole lot of variety in damage type, which is also kind of fine because, you know, most DMs are going to give you some sort of magic item. Ow. Okay. Nice. Okay, good dodge. Sidetrack myself a little bit. One thing I do like about this game, just one tiny little thing, is that how you can change forms while you're running. Change the form of your weapon while you're running. That's pretty neat, I think. Feels good. I think it encourages that fast-paced gameplay we've talked about so many times. All right. Yeah, honestly, if I were trying to power game, I'd probably play a rogue. That's generally not how I play. Kind of. When I make characters, because I am also making characters as a DM. When I make characters, I try to make characters that are interesting to me, and a lot of the time, those characters are characters that are optimized for one specific thing, right? They're very specialized. Okay, I have enough for a level up. I could go back and get it, but I just kind of want to see if I can get through this area. Get a little farther in this area. Yeah, like I was saying, I try to play characters or make characters. Again, I haven't gotten a chance to play. I try to make characters that are very specialized. Because I think that's pretty fun. So yeah, you won't find me trying to play a character that's just good at everything, because I don't think that's terribly interesting. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like rogues are rangers. Rogues are like rangers in that they're very versatile, but rogues are just better. Ow. Okay. Because, yeah, they can do basically everything a ranger can do, but, yeah, better. I mean, a rogue can be just as good as a ranger at survival checks. So, yeah, it's awkward. Again, I'm not trying to disparage rangers. I'm just saying it's a class that's very hard to design for. And I don't know that it's been done especially well in 5th edition. It's a hard problem to solve, but Because, I mean, when you have a character that's supposed to be, like, at least decent in everything, you do run the risk of... Now, where the f do you guys come from? I want to know that. You do run the risk of having a character that is overpowered because, you know, they just do everything too well. But if you don't make them overpowered, then it just feels like, well, I'm not really good at anything. I'm just kind of okay at everything. And that's the problem, I feel, with Rangers. I don't think Rangers are especially weak. But I do think that they are... they feel weak because they're not particularly good at any one thing. Please just die. Ah, lasers! Ah, lasers! Ah! Do you like how my rules actually push these people back? Ah, okay. So that insta-kills you. Good to know. And it's a delayed blast. Where am I supposed to go there? That's really all I was trying to figure out, is where am I supposed to go? Yeah. Yeah. I guess all this is to say, I don't think 5th edition is a perfect game. But also, I kind of hope that it sticks around a lot longer because I kind of just learned it, so I've only been playing it for a couple years, so I don't really want to spend the time learning a new system. And there are some things I think 5th edition does very well. I think Advantage was a very good idea to get rid of a lot of the errant math that existed in the game prior. Just adding up all your bonuses to an attack was kind of annoying in Pathfinder. And I never played 4th edition, but I assume that if it didn't have disadvantage, it was, or advantage and disadvantage, that it was similar in its annoyance. Yeah. I'm glad to stick with 5th edition for now, but I'm keeping my eyes out. I will say, oh, actually, I have to check something. There was a sweepstakes of sorts that happened for signed copies of the book for the Konosuba tabletop RPG. And I definitely signed myself up for the sweepstakes, because not only is Konosuba my favorite anime, these books that they're giving out were signed by the people at Trash Taste, as the guys at Trash Taste, as well as Demon Dice Karen, all of whom I'm fans of. So yeah, I made sure to make sure that I was on that list. Made sure to make sure. That makes sense. Right. Yeah. All right. So here's the strat. Run in, grab my echoes, wherever they are. There they are. Try to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Wow, I just instantly died. Okay, so it's straight down. Got it. Alright, cool. And yeah, I don't know that I'll ever run a game of the Konosuba tabletop RPG, but I at least want to read it, you know? I at least I want to see, because they did play it on one of their streams. And it seems like a relatively simple system, right? It's a D6 system. You're not using any D20s. Seems like all the rules are out, D6s. So that part's a little bit easier than most. But also it feels like a lot of the rules are simplified from other tabletop RPGs. Also, you know, I've never played a actually, I don't think that's true. I was gonna say I've never played a Japanese tabletop RPG, but I did play. I'm pretty sure this one's Japanese. I did play the Maid RPG at one point. And I know what you're thinking. Like, what? Why would you play a Maid RPG? Cool. Got blocked by the column. Lost all my echoes. Very cool. I'm glad. Why would you play a Maid RPG? That seems like a weird choice for a person such as yourself. And it was. It was a weird choice. It was a bit of a weird game. But I enjoyed it. And I can tell you why we ended up playing it is because my current DM at the time was like, hey, I want you guys to work on your role-playing. Because, okay, well. Came at that from the wrong angle. He's like, I want you guys to work on your role-playing. Because at that point in time, we were very much we were pretty much focused on just, like, combat. That was the only thing we really did. And, like, there was some story along the way, but it was, like, 90% combat. Which is fine, if that's how you want to play. But, you know, he had some interest in role-playing, and, you know, the rest of us had, like, a passing interest, maybe. Ow. So he was like, yeah, let's try this. And then we played it, and hilarity ensued. I honestly can't remember anything specifically about it. It was a long time ago. But yeah, what an interesting game that was. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna heal first. I'm gonna heal before I run down there. And I guess I aggro this guy too. Don't fucking back off. I'm trying to kill you. Jeez. Yeah, that is one of the 3 tabletop RPGs I've played so far. Again, counting 5th edition, despite the fact that I've never been a player in that game. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the other one, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but the other one was Call of Cthulhu. And that was also fun. Got some stories from that one, but I think I'll save that for another time. I feel like I've been talking about tabletop RPGs enough in this batch of episodes. Been talking about it so much, my throat's getting hoarse. Actually, that's just because that just happens at this point in the batch. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Those games are fun. Yeah, I was surprised to talk more. Okay, I guess we're talking more about tabletop RPGs. The stream that Trash Taste did, where they played the Konosuba RPG, Demon Dice Karen was there, and she was the she was the DM because she has experience with that sort of thing. I need you to stop. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, so she was DMing, and she went over her experience DMing before and playing various tabletop games. And it's interesting, right? Because she said that most of her experience was in the World of Darkness games, and I had never heard of them. But I guess from what she was saying, it sounds like it's more of like a like an RP focused game or set of games. I swear to God, I dodged there. I'm sure it's possible to get through there, right? Like, it's gotta be. World of Darkness. That's something I might end up checking out. Maybe not. Probably just as a player. I don't see myself learning a bunch of different systems in my future. But hey, maybe we'll figure out this system next time. Because as for this episode, that's a wrap. Awkwardly close angle.